The lagoon bleeds with anticipation, shells shimmering under the surface. Palm trees line the sands, with vines and creepers hanging down, casting shadows upon the untainted island.
Today we have a special edition of Channel 5 News, where we will be taking a deep dive into William Golding's novel, Lord of the Flies.
You may be thinking, what a snoozer! But we're bringing you a high quality analysis of Lord of the Flies, and how Golding's writing style expresses his views on humanity.
Let's take a look at some of the history behind this book, brought to you by the 1950s.
Lord of the Flies was published in 1954, just 9 years prior to the end of World War II in 1945.
The author, William Golding, was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II.
Alright, 10. Anyways, Golding taught adolescent-aged boys, which influenced the characters of this book. William Golding also participated firsthand in the horrors of war, which left him forever changed. He stated, "I began to see what people were capable of doing. Anyone who moved through those years without understanding that man produces evil as bee produces honey must have been blind or wrong in the head." He completely lost faith in humanity after seeing the horrible casualties of the war, and these tragic events led him to writing this book to express his views. We're now going to take you to our local expert to learn more about the book.
Welcome back. Right now we are on site with a local nerd
Ahem.
expert on Lord of the Flies. Tell us, how did you start liking Lord of the Flies and what drew you in?
Yes. Well, it all started the day I was born. No, it didn't. In English class, we read the amazing book Lord of the Flies by William Golding. The interwovenness of the characters, the plot, the themes, it all sucked me into the world that William Golding created to express his thoughts on humankind.
Tell us more about this weaving.
Well, it all traces back from the author himself. The war and his experiences with children led him to writing the book. It was his vessel to express his views on human nature. The theme of human nature diverges into smaller conflicts. Civilization versus savagery.
Shelter versus pigs. Jack versus Ralph. Fear versus sanity. It all makes sense now.
Exactly. All of these conflicts rise throughout the story, starting small with a simple leadership disagreement, escalating to killing each other.
That's intense.
Very intense. The author uses a basic outline of boys being stranded on an island, but quickly shifts it into something much more than just an island. The idea of the beast grows in intensity, while the character versus character conflicts expand, creating a rising conflict, all resulting in the climax of the tribe separating and the deaths of two main characters, Piggy and Simon.
Thanks so much for that. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Wait, I'm not done.
You're done. Are you a lean, mean killing machine? Looking for a weapon as ruthless and stupid as you are? Want something that has no reason to exist, just like you?
Try Jimmy's double-sided sticks on sale now for just 2 easy payments of $19,666. Izzy, would you like to demonstrate for us?
Of course I would.
It works!
Marvel how effective it is.
Where do you want your child to go to summer camp? Shadow Falls Campsite or Sunny Day Summer Camp?
So which camp is better?
Shadow Falls Campsite has Jack as a camp leader. He's chaotic and prioritizes hunting, and he goes back to his primal instincts of killing. He creeps along in the shadows quite often, representing animals more than humans. It's a perfectly safe place, especially since your children will be stranded on an island that ends up on fire. Another camp counselor is Roger. He kills everything with no remorse. If you join the summer camp, you will be in the darkness, become a savage, and lose any chance you had of becoming civil. A fun camp activity is circling around the only good person there and stabbing them with sticks until they're no longer living.
So fun. I can't wait to go this summer. My friend went last year, and he came back all dirty and he was crying. I bet they were tears of joy.
Well, what about the other summer camp?
If you choose to go to Sunny Day Summer Camp, you'll be led by Ralph with Piggy as the brains behind everything. Simon will also be there, assisting in building shelters for everyone to stay in and reaching the best fruits from the taller trees. Most of your summer will be in the light, with meetings that are gathered by the blow of a conch. Your child will be neighboring with Shadow Falls Summer Camp. They may come steal their belongings and try to hunt and kill them, but it's okay. If you send your child to this summer camp, they can spend their days learning about fire building and survival by this fire. Don't let the fire go out, the counselors will get angry.
I just don't know which summer camp to send my children to. They both seem like they offer so much.
Man, William Golding makes writing look so easy. I bet we could do it too.
Definitely. First, we should figure out the structure, though.
What if we establish certain symbols to represent our themes, like light and dark? Such a classic. We could show the good and evil in different people using lighting and scenery.
Perfect. And then the good and evil would tie into the primal instincts and human nature. We could show civilization through shelters.
What about a shell? As the civilization devolves into barbarism, the shell gets more bleached and worn out, losing its power along the way.
Right, but we have to really show, not tell the idea of deterioration into chaos. If we switch the perspective a lot, leaving the reader in the dark and also showing the division and impact of the environment, we could really drive it home.
There has to be some sort of reason and clarity in here. How can we do that?
Glasses. Glasses bring me clarity when I can't see the road signs while I'm driving.
Sounds good to me.
We're so getting sued.
And now to Bob with the weather.
It looks hot out there. Be careful of scorched hair and third-degree burns. Slight chance of insane boys running around trying to kill each other. Quick reminder that this is family programming.
Yep, Lord of the Flies is rated E for everyone.
Wait, are we sure about that? I thought it was one of the American Library Association's most challenged books when it was released.
Well, I don't see why it would be challenged.
Me either. I do remember this quote from the book. Piggy fell 40 feet and landed on his back across the square red rock in the sea. His head opened and stuff came out and turned red. Piggy's arms and legs twitched a bit, like a pig's after it had been killed.
Oh, that actually seems pretty violent. Maybe this shouldn't be rated E. I understand why it might be controversial.
Whoa, tough call. Let's open the phone lines to solve this. Caller from Cambridge, Massachusetts, you are live.
Hi, I'm Lois Lowry. Today's young readers, inundated as they have been recently by violent, apocalyptic books, probably cannot imagine the effect William Golding's novel had on the innocent and introspective girl that I was then.
Thank you, caller from California. You are now live.
I would never let my children be exposed to stuff like this. Look at how much it affected her. I don't want my child to become a murderous sociopath.
Caller, do you think children are exposed to this level of violence on the daily, now thanks to social media and other medias?
Yeah, that's why I don't let my children use stuff like that.
I suppose, then, that the increasing exposure to violence through other media is why Lord of the Flies isn't challenged anymore and is considered more tame.
I guess so. Humanity.
No further explanation?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Lord of the Flies is a symbolic of many things, but mostly William Golding's views on humanity. They're the whole reason he wrote the book.
Human nature is what always has and always will corrupt us. The deeply rooted savagery and primal instincts will compete inside of us with the civilized part of us.
It's a statement influenced by the dismal outlook of humanity one gains from first-hand experiences in a war.
It's almost as if William Golding was trying to warn us about something, but no one listened.
No, except for a bunch of English teachers, and it's like history's repeating itself.
If only people listened to the warning signs all over literature like William Golding presented.
Maybe there's a beast. Maybe it's only us.
That's from Lord of the Flies.
Man, we're really good at this. We should start a podcast.
What?
We should start a podcast. I mean, we are so good at this inspiration stuff, and you just explained a whole book to everyone watching. We should start a podcast. We'd be so good.
Yeah, but
Bob, honey, you should get a real job and stop making silly videos in our basement.
yeah, Mom.
Hi, Mrs. Bob's mom.